Okay, so that's me. My first track day. Been riding my whole life, man. And I made it to the top group out of 47 riders. I was in the top 5. Ugh.
System online. Access granted.
Yeah.
Ready.
As you can see, boy had the technology out there, you hear me? It was a good day, man. They was worried about me. Check them out. Man, I was out there getting it. Check me out. Thing about it though is when you're out there on track, you gotta know exactly what gear you in at all times. Right here. I didn't know. So I wasn't able to punch out of this corner like I wanted to. You feel me? Again, right here. You need to know every time. That's why you can tell right here up on the left. See, he slipped up in front of me a little bit right there. That's why. I said, okay. In the off season, I'm gonna get me a gear selector. And don't get it twisted. I definitely knew where I was at. I knew what was going on. It's just having that gear selected and having that number right there in front of you. Give you that peace of mind. So, as you can see, Buddy on the 600, I'm on the 1000. I kept reeling them back in with that power, but I needed to know where I needed to be with the gear selector. So this is my story, how I replaced my gear selector. Hopefully you help. Okay, so what's the first thing you do when you want to figure out how to use something? Go on YouTube like any other intelligent human being. So I'm on YouTube. Figured out what to do. And of course went on Amazon. They got a $20 joint and a $50. I went with the idea, the 50. A little bit better quality. Okay, so it's negative 17 outside. So as you can see on the top left, I got the furnace burner for the garage. It's toasty. Got all my tools together. All you're really gonna need is a Phillips screwdriver, a couple T-handles, some linesmans, and a shop rack. It's a real easy process. There go your lines right there. To do this job right, you need to be able to take off the air filter and the fuel tank. So that's what we're gonna do. First things first, get your T-handle. Take off the seat. You got 2 bolts right there. 1, 2. Got it. Next, get your Phillips out. There's 2 Phillips screws right there. Then you got a loop right there, and then that's a pin that goes in, like an L shape. So take your Phillips, take those off. Don't even try to talk about my gloves. Don't worry about me, homie. I'm a G. Anyway, watch my left thumb. You slide it to the left or to the back, right? Right there. And push that piece in and it comes off real gently. Don't want to break that plastic. And me, I always put my bolts back where I had them. I can't remember where they all go a lot of times, so. You got another size 5 hex head. And you got another one on the top. Take all those off. And then this last 5 hex head, you just want to loosen up so that the tank will move. I tried to take it almost all the way off. And loosen this top bolt. Then me personally, I grab a hammer and I put the hammer underneath there to hold the tank off. The next thing you want to do is take off this black plastic cover. Of course, after you put your shop rag in there, don't be like me and spill gas in the bottom of the damn thing. So anyway, take off this black cover that holds on the fuel. That's for the fuel line. Pull that off. Come around to the other side. Get your hand on it. Now look right there on the left. Right there where my hand is 2 gray buttons. Push those buttons in and spin it on itself. Push it in a little bit, and then with a little force, it'll come right off like this. Now you got that, you straight. There's 2 other clips on there. You got a green one and a white one. So now the last thing you need to do is get your linesments, and you're gonna take your reserve fuel line off. And this is where you definitely wanna put the rag down, man. This is where I messed up. Got that white button, got that white plug off. I got my linesmans, right? I'm thinking everything Gucci. I'm on the flow. I said, man, I pulled the full line off. I should be straight. Nah, sometimes there's fuel in this line, so put a shop rag down. Watch this. And yeah, I use my linesman to loosen it up sometimes if it's a little tight. Not too much. You don't want to break that plastic piece. Use my linesman, loosen it up. Damn, I need a new pair of gloves. Anyway, this will happen. Damn. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is loosen up that last 5 hex bolt. See, I got the hammer holding mine up. Some people use a rope. I've seen people use tie straps, whatever. Make sure you use 2 hands. And watch the fuel pump on the bottom. Those plastic pieces on the bottom. Lift it straight up and off. After you pull that bolt out, boom. Now you exposed. Good. Me personally, I took and put my tank inside of an empty box, and that's how I protected the fuel pump components on the bottom. So then the next thing you want to do is take the plastic pieces off. So unloosen 4 of those quarter turn bolts, and you'll get at that second piece that's near where the air comes in. And then once you got that exposed, there's 3 other screws. Use your T-handle 5 and take those off, like what I'm doing right here, those 3. Take those screws off, and that's where you're gonna send through the LCD display. So you wanna make sure that you tape it up, because pushing it through there is gonna scrape on the frame and stuff. All right, so take that piece off, pull the fairing back, and right there, that's where you're gonna stick the LCD through. That's why you wanna tape it up. Right there, underneath the frame. That's why you have to take the air box off, see, because now you're going to have an easy way to get it through there, underneath the frame, nice and neat. Yeah, I had to get rid of them other gloves. All right, so now we got to take off the air box to get to that. And if you got a problem taking the air box off, man, you shouldn't even be on the R1. This is an advanced man's game. Expert level machine. So anyway, get your Phillips, man, and take off those 10 bolts that's right around the air box. Now you got it exposed. Once you got it exposed, you're gonna take off, use your T-handle, size 5, like what I'm doing here, and take off these 6 bolts. Right there on the top, on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now once you got that off, take those off, and then it comes right out. That's called your velocity sack. Take both those out, then all you got left is your hoses. One on the front, one on the back. Obviously the one on the front comes off, then you gotta get up underneath there with your linesmen and get your second one. Then the box come right off. Now you got the space you need. Okay, so now for the $1 million question. What do you do with the red and the green wire? So now, before we button everything back up, just turn it on real quick and turn it back off. If it cycles through the numbers, you gotta go. You good to go. Let's button it up. So let's go through a recap. Go through the frame. After it's taped up, through the frame, from the back to front, underneath the air box, in that hole right there, Remember in the bottom? Boom, right there. Goes through the frame, underneath the air intake, right there. There's the wire. Goes underneath the handlebars and then through the middle. Then when it comes out, it's gonna go down towards the headlight. See where the circle is right there? Towards the headlight, right there, up underneath. And then wrap it up over top and tuck it in behind the speedometer, tachometer. And that's where that wire comes out right there, nice and neat. That's what worked for me. You can put it wherever you want, really. That's where I want mine. So remember, back through the frame, back down the side of the airbox, down around, back home. Now, next thing's next. We gotta program this bad boy. It's real easy. All you do is turn on the key, wait for the L to flash quickly. Once it starts flashing quickly, go up in the first. You'll see it in. Go into second. You'll see it number 2. You go into in. Go into third. And then the fourth. All the way up to 6. That's it, man. You're done. When it get warm outside, I'm gonna take it on a field test. Let y'all see. Thanks for watching, man. I really appreciate spending this time with you. I got a bunch of new videos coming out this summer, man. Capturing my track day experiences coming up. And I'm working on a video right now, as you can see, that documents my first track day. So subscribe, man. Many more to come. See y'all on the next one. Peace out. Let me know if you want to see some more ride videos. We be getting crazy out here in these streets. Let me know in the comments. Chicago, boy. Know that.
offline.